video is a bit of a different video like my other ones. Like usually I don't do voiceover at all, but this time I thought maybe it would be a good idea to just talk a bit, uh, mostly about the pregnancy, how it's going, things that I realized that are like totally not talked about, or like the truth that pregnancy isn't all that happy sunshine bullshit that you see mostly on the internet. Um, I have had a lot of struggles already. First trimester, like the basic, like always puking. I lost almost 15 kilos just from that. I had to go into hospital for that. That's all better now. But like I'm still like the sleepy all the time, over emotional. Everything is exhausting. It's such a weird feeling to have a human inside of you. Like something that's not talked about, I think, because mostly the pregnant women you hear are like all super happy, blah blah blah. But there's more to it. It's very stressy as well. At least for me, it is. It's my first one, so there's a lot of prepping I have been doing. This video, you see me prep the birthing presents. So some little candies. We're also gonna get some little fake plants later on in this video. I like the like nature theme, but the problem is like with real plants, I could never keep them alive long enough to give them to people. Plus, they're very expensive. So I chose for like the IKEA plants, like little plastic ones. We're gonna put some name stickers on there with his name. I'm gonna be posting this only when he is born already, so his name is not already like all out there in the world, and that like the people that are gonna get those birthing presents don't see the presents before he's like born. Uh, yeah, for us, like I've been making my home all cozy for the baby. Like before, it used to be like all white walls. I'm trying to get some color into that, mostly with like wall stickers because we rent this place and I want it to be easy to change the decor again. So we also ordering some foils for on the windows. So it's like a one-way window, so we can see outside, but the neighbors cannot see inside anymore. Because I don't like the feeling of like going to be washing my baby in the kitchen at the sink, and then everybody can see his naked body. Like we wouldn't like that either. And if we would like that, like we can make that decision. He cannot yet. So, and I don't want to put curtains up there because then the smell of food and everything is in there. So we chose for the foil. The same for like the living area. We also gonna put up foil because like I like the big windows. I don't want to put up curtains that will make the room so much smaller. But with like the foils, we can keep out a little bit of sun. The neighbors cannot look straight inside. Like it has like it has been like this since we lived here. Like New Year's Eve, neighbors were outside on the street. We were just still eating. People waving at us. Like that's something we're already used to. But it's different when it's not just the two of us anymore. The rest of the house has curtains, except for like the man cave of my boyfriend, but that's his own thing. He's the only one that really comes up in there, so who cares? Um, then as well, like I'm trying to figure out what to bring to the hospital. Uh, I still need to buy a lot of things because there was like a list of the hospital itself, like you need to take this and this and this, and I was like, I don't have enough of that. I thought I didn't need that immediately, so it's on my list, but I haven't bought it yet. You know, like all things like that, like small things, like I didn't think about like he would need a comb immediately. I didn't think about the fact that he could be born with a whole head of hair. So things like that. Most of the things, like his nursery, is done. He also has a little cot in our room, so we're ready for that. Diapers are here, like the most necessary things, like all the things I could think about that we used uh, at the nursery where I worked, like all those things that I liked, that I didn't like. Like I still want to buy some gloves because, like, if the like someone from outside our family will be helping us, and if they have to change his diaper, I would rather let them wear gloves for their hygiene, for his hygiene, just more comfortable for me as well. Or when he has a really bad blowout, my boyfriend is always wearing his rings, and he will probably not take them off if he still can, though. Um, but like then he at least can put a glove over it for hygiene. So I'm still gonna buy that. What else? Well, I forgot about like little things, like the fact that he will need socks, because I was like, he's gonna be born in May. It's gonna be warm. Oh no, okay, he needs socks. He needs little gloves so he doesn't scratch himself. Like it's May, but yeah, he needs gloves. It's on the hospital list. We need to bring at least one pair. So same with little hats. It's gonna be spring already, but okay. I like things like that. I didn't think about that because it seems so unnecessary to me. But it will probably make sense once he's here, or maybe not. But we will have them. Then also like the car seat needs to be installed still. But that's something my boyfriend will do because he just like I have been planning most of it because I've been home for already like 4 months, I think. So I've been doing all the planning and prepping, and I want to give him some tasks so he doesn't feel left out. So that's one of his tasks. And then, yeah, just cleaning the whole house. We'll be starting to do that now because, yeah, spring cleaning as well. And then everything will be ready. I'm starting to wash his clothes now. And I'm washing 0 to 6 months because, yeah, I already split it up every 3 months, so like that. But I think like the first half year washed shouldn't be like that big of a problem. It fits in the closet all washed, so we're just gonna do that. We have clothes already up till 2 years, so as you could hear, I just got called really quickly, but it was my boyfriend telling me something because he's at work. So I was saying that we already have clothes up to 2 years. Everything is secondhand. Well, mostly. Um, some of the like little things, like the newborn things, are new, but everything else that we already have is secondhand. Um, then yeah, we also have a lot of shoes because we got them free with a bag of clothes that we bought secondhand. So we're all ready with that. I also just heard that I sound very out of breath on the voiceover that was right before the call. I'm guessing just being pregnant. It's a struggle. Even talking is exhausting, so I'm guessing some of you can also some of you know what I'm talking about. Earlier I was doing the dishes, just standing up was very exhausting. That's also why I sat down to do the birthing presents. It's a lot of work. So if I have to stand for that long, I'm probably gonna faint. So that's another problem I had in the beginning of the pregnancy. Like my blood pressure was really low, that low even that I once fainted behind the wheel of the car. I wasn't driving real fast. Like I was still in a small neighborhood, so I was like driving maybe 15 kilometers an hour. But I hit a little pole, and yeah. So then I was home for a bit, but Everything else, yeah. Right now it's going good. We're keeping track of the blood pressure, trying to eat multiple times a day. Like I think I eat 8 times, but like small things instead of like the three big meals. Because if I eat the big meals, I get nauseous from eating that much, and also then in between I get so dizzy, so tired. So we try to eat like 8 times a day. At night, I don't have the problem like waking up at night very hungry. Thirsty, yes, but then I also need to pee every like 2 to 3 hours at night. So it's not like every half an hour, luckily. But I know that I usually wake up around 1 and around 4 because I really have to pee. Uh, then my boyfriend is still snoring next to me. He doesn't even know this, but who cares? It's just me going to the toilet. I think once the baby's here, he's gonna be like sleeping half, so he will not feel guilty if he misses a cry of him. Like, sounds very stupid, but he's very stressy about being a good father, I think. So about the birthing presents, I chose to not do the like uh, baptized sugar thingy, like with the almonds inside, because first of all, I don't like them. Second of all, like we're not gonna baptize our son, so it sounded a bit weird to do that. I chose for like more candy hearts, like you can see in the video. They're like green lime candies. You can keep them forever. They don't get stale because they are pure sugar. But you know, I chose for that. And the like simple, easy boxes with his name on it. I don't want it to be too much. Also, it doesn't have to be that expensive. So that's also why we chose that. Well, I chose that. Then for the plants I said earlier, like we went to IKEA. We got multiple sorts of like little plastic plants, like some with flowers, some without, like some for everyone. Uh, so for the candy, we were like everybody that comes to visit can get a box if they want, of course. And then for the plants, it's like one plant a household with like exception of my sister because she lives with my mother and my father and sometimes with her boyfriend, so she doesn't have one household, so maybe I let her pick one for herself. Then we also have like two bigger plants, still plastic, not going for the real ones, but two bigger plants for the godparents. The godmother is gonna be my mother. I asked my sister first, but she's still young, and she was like, I don't want the responsibility yet. So we chose to go with my mother instead. She's very happy about it. And then the godfather is gonna be the brother-in-law of my boyfriend. So the boyfriend of his sister, because he has been in the family ever since my boyfriend was born. So my boyfriend and his sister are like 14 years apart, so that's why. Um, but yeah, the brother-in-law is like a brother himself, so that's why we chose him. For when our baby is born, we also chose to have no visitors at all in the hospital. We just want the first week more for ourselves. I was now like more thinking like maybe godmother, godfather, and the grandparents can come the first week at our house, but like for small periods of time, like half an hour max, um, because it's very exhausting to entertain people like that, and I'm not expecting that they will be helping with like the household and everything. So I rather have them just be here for half an hour, see the baby, and then they come back later when he's a bit older, when we are more settled in with being parents. So that's the plan for now.